Thank you for watching WISD TV and welcome to another edition of Know Your Schools. My name is Dale Caffey. My guest today is Stephanie Tankersley. Stephanie is the new principal at Lake Air Middle School. And Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us today to talk about your first principalship. Before we get to talk about that though, tell us a little bit about your background, even going back to high school years.
High school years, I grew up in little bitty Mahia, Texas, not far from here, and graduated there in 1996. Went on to Texas A&M University in College Station and obtained my degree in kinesiology in corporate fitness, and spent about a year in corporate fitness and realized my heart was with education. My mom taught for 36 years. And as well as a lot of my other family members, and that was my calling. I knew it, so I went back to school, got my teaching certificate, taught in Mahia, and coached girls athletics, basketball, softball for about 6 years. And then I moved over here to Waco, got an opportunity to coach Tennyson Middle School under Robin Wilson and teach English for a couple of years. Got promoted up to varsity softball at Waco High School, was an assistant there, enjoyed my time there, and was encouraged at that point to move over to special education and experienced a lot of special needs children, got to work with those kids in resource and in inclusion, and really I just fit right in there. Enjoyed my time there and was encouraged at that point to get my administrative degree, go on and get my principalship, and did that, and was over special education here at University High School for 2 years under Dr. Bill Shepard, who encouraged me then to, hey, you're ready, be a principal, and was very excited when the Lake Air Montessori job came open, because they are so much about individualized instruction, which is my heart and soul with special ed. Same thing, it's individualized, and very excited to be at that campus this year.
Very good. A Mahia Black Cat and a homegrown, and you were working there. What was the attraction, I guess, of Waco ISD for you to want to leave home, I guess?
Leaving Mahia was hard, but I really wanted a challenge. I wanted to work in a larger city. I wanted to be more involved with more diversity. I really wanted to be exposed more to community involvement. Baylor's here. I am an Aggie, but support Baylor greatly. And they've been a great support with our schools here. I wanted that experience to be able to work with the university community in a new city where there is a lot of diversity in Waco ISD, and I've enjoyed doing that. Your
first experience was at Tennyson. But soon after that, you moved over to University High School under Bill Shepard as an assistant principal. Talk about the things that the veteran Dr. Shepard helped you with.
I learned that he's amazing, first of all. We all know that. He does a great job here. But I've learned that you hire great people and you trust them to do their job. You are their coach, you're their cheerleader in the background, you're their support. He definitely does a great job of hiring great people, but allows them to do their job. Trust them. He definitely makes you feel like you are valued. He makes sure that everyone knows around you that you're the reason for some of the success, that he's just kind of, he's the coach, he's the leader. He taught me that you need to lead, you need to trust, and he's just a great supporter, and that's what I believe a principal is. We're here to support and give tools to our teachers and allow them to teach, and if we hire, and we have hired great people, we trust them, we trust parents, then our campuses will be successful.
You're moving into a great school, Lake Air Middle School, or Lake Air Montessori, I should say, that has a great past. This past year fell short of state expectations by 1 point in one index. Nevertheless, that's something you don't want to happen. Talk about the challenges you face to try to get that campus back on track. Not that it's way off track, but it needs to come up.
I tell you what my focus is this year. It's about family. It's about bringing our staff together. We are a team at Lake Air Montessori, and our kids are first. I think if we treat each other and accept each other and embrace each other as a family, and we are about kids first and foremost, all that other business is going to fall into place. Of course, we're looking at data. Of course, we're going to do those interventions. I've hired a math specialist. I have a math sit teacher. Math was our area of struggle, and it was across the district. It is across the state of Texas. But what we have to realize, we can't lose sight of why we're here. We're here for kids, number one. And if we're here for our kids and we trust our staff and we tell and show our staff that we love them and we value them and we know that they're good, then all that other business is going to fall into place. And I'm confident that we've hired a great staff. We had some teachers leave, unfortunately. We've hired some great teachers out of our partner, Tarleton PDS, that were student teachers last year at Lake Air Montessori that I feel are going to be a great fit. They're so excited, and that's important with staff too. We need young people that are excited. We need them to come in and get our veterans excited again, and I just believe that with those two things, there for kids, there for your staff, everything else will fall into place.
Now, Baylor University has long been a partner of Waco ISD in the PDS program, but Tarleton joined the club last year. Talk about the importance of having a partner like Tarleton and that PDS program at Lake Air.
Well, I will tell you, it's been a great thing for us. The teachers there really like the fact that local kids here have easier access to get their teaching certification through Tarleton. And I say that because a lot of it's online. You do have to go to Stephenville a little bit. It's more affordable if you can't, afford to go to Baylor necessarily, or, you're not getting the scholarships that is available to some of our people that have to work. It makes it easier for them to have a job outside of their student teaching at night or whatnot, and then be able to afford to go. They're great partners. We have two or three this year, the first semester, that are going to be in our primary, upper, and middle school areas, and we're very excited. We like for them to be at Lake Air Montessori so they can experience the Montessori philosophy and curriculum. That way they know, hey, it is for me, I feel like I can excel here or not. And we've hired 3 from last year that felt, hey, this is where I want to be. We love to keep them where they feel comfortable. And so I really appreciate Tarleton. They've worked real well with me this summer. I've met with them several times. They are very good about monitoring their students, but they're really good about giving us tutors, helping in the areas where needed, math being one of them this year. They're going to supply us with a couple of people to come in and help. So,
sounds great. You talked about individualized instruction being one of the strengths that you have, having worked with special ed populations. It's sort of the same thing with Montessori education, but have you had to take a crash course maybe in Montessori to learn a little more about the school you're about to lead?
I wouldn't say it's a crash course. It's a gradual curriculum that I'm experiencing in Houston. I was there for 3 weeks, and you are definitely drinking the Kool-Aid of Montessori for those 3 weeks. It's pretty intense. It's Monday through Sunday, 8 to 5, and you were studying philosophy. The one thing I appreciated more than anything was being able to go into classrooms. We were able to go sit through lessons, Montessori lessons, all the way from pre-K, your primary, to your upper. And I will tell you, as an adult, I had wished that I'd been a Montessori child. It's extraordinary. It's teach to the child, it's allowing the child to discover. And for those 3 weeks, I was just taken aback. I didn't have a whole lot of words for it. Just, if we all teach to the child, it's my philosophy that they're going to succeed. And Dr. Montessori really had it. I think that she has a good philosophy. I'm going back in November. I go back in February, and then I will finish my certification next summer. So it's a pretty intense. It amounts to about 8 weeks, and it's a gradual certification. I've done 3 presentations this past summer. Just learned a whole lot. Sounds
great. You had a chance to move in, though, in May. Was that an advantage for you to already move in a little bit before the old school year ended, and of course way in advance of a new school year starting?
Oh, definitely. I think it really made a huge difference with parents. And to me, the parent support are one of the most vital, important things of this school. It enabled me to meet a whole lot of them. This summer I was able to meet more, but it also got me accustomed to the kids. I'm not going to be a strange face that first day of school. I was able to walk through classrooms and meet kids, participate in Peace Camp, and we had a wet and wild day that was a lot of fun. So, and I didn't get as much time as I would have liked. Of course, 2 weeks is pretty quick, but I'm very thankful for that. Debbie North, retired principal from Waco ISD, did a tremendous job for that transition to happen, and she has been a great mentor to me.
Very good. You mentioned parents. In closing, is there anything you would like parents to know as we head into this brand new school year?
I just really want to let parents know and students alike that I really appreciate all of the support, the encouragement. The last 2 weeks I've had countless parents come up to the school, emails, phone calls, Facebook messages, and I just really appreciate their support, and together we can do anything. We need your support, we need the community support, but we will get where we need to be once again.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Stephanie, for this edition of Know Your Schools. Again, this is Stephanie Tankersley. She is the new principal at Lake Air Montessori Magnet School. And thank you for joining us for Know Your Schools on WISD TV.